Well, good morning everyone. Change of scenery, because here we are. We're down in my local park because I've come down here today. It's Friday's breakfast with Evo, and today we're going to look at the lob shot that we need sometimes on the golf course. That shot that can get you out of trouble, but if you haven't got the confidence to play it, you've got absolutely no chance of pulling it off. Today we're going to have my very own crossbar challenge, and we're going to see how close I can get to the crossbar and get the ball over and stop it on the other side. I don't have a lot with me down in the park. I've got my trusty Pro V1 number 3 stamped with Evo, and remember that deal runs out today, so unless you get your orders in, you're not going to get the printed balls and the free dozen. But there's mine. I love these. I've got my 58-degree wedge, which, as you know, is not my perfect choice, but I don't have my 60-degree wedge at home with me. And I've got 2 alignment sticks, and they're going to show you how I'm going to play this shot. Well, the wind's quite strong down here in the park today, and I hope that's not affecting the camera noise too much. We're going to crack on now and show you that lob shot, and as I mentioned, we're going to use the alignment sticks to show you exactly what we're going to do. We're trying to get that ball up in the air. We're going to carry on from where we left off with that lob shot from the bunker at hole 8, which I think I sent out on Tuesday. But here it's different, and the reason why I've come down to the park is so that I can hit the balls off the grass. No pressure there, people everywhere, but hopefully everyone will stay safe for the next hour or so. So I'm going to use my alignment sticks to show you exactly what's going on, because remember, what we were actually attempting to do was to change the club face position from the normal 58 degrees to open the club face up to get it closer and closer to looking up at the sky. As you can see, remember, when I opened the club up, I increased the bounce. So as I say, with my 58 and 10 degrees bounce, it's not ideal, but I'm going to give it a go, and let's have a look and see what happens. So you can see that the first thing I've done here is I've pointed my first yellow stick directly at the center of the goal, because that's exactly what I want to do with the club face when it's time to change the position. But remember, how did I then get myself in a position where I wouldn't hit the ball offline to offset it? Because remember, if I stand square and open the club face is now pointing way over to the right. You can see that, and this is why we have to adjust that setup position so that we actually get the club face. Once it's adjusted, then it has to point exactly where you want the ball to land. Remember that. Feet where we want the ball to start, club face where we want the ball to actually finish. So remember that. Now let's have a look at it. This is the position of the club face, and now I can open myself up as much as I want. And remember, I'm going to open myself up as much as I need to relative to how much I think I want the face to open. So from this distance, I think it's pretty straightforward for me to get the ball over the crossbar and not open my feet too much, but I'm certainly going to need to open them a little bit. So let's have a look and see the extent to which I'm going to alter this setup right now. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got the leading edge pointing at the target. As you can see, that my feet are now this much open. If I want the club face to be even more open, what have I got to do? I've now got to change the position so that I can open the club face and not have the club face looking to the right of the target. So really, really important to make sure now that I get my feet in the right position first, then I adjust the club face. Okay, so the moment of truth. I'm going to put the ball on a fairly decent lie on the grass, because obviously what I don't want to do in this situation is to use a club that mine has a little bit too much bounce, and if I put it on this really, really tight ground, I haven't really got much chance of getting the leading edge of the club to the bottom of the ball, and remember that's all due to the bounce angle. My 60-degree club has way less bounce. I could probably do it with that, but that's not here. So off we go. We're going to see how close we can get to the goal and get the ball over that crossbar. Feet in position, club face now looking at the target. And as you can see, the swing is across the line of my feet. I use my body alignment to get the club to swing on that line. Oh, sneaked it over. Just about. Not a great strike, but did you see how quickly it went up? Just about got over that crossbar, popped down, landed on the other side. Let's get a bit closer. Well, as you can see, I've now come about 4 or 5 yards closer to the crossbar. Let's give it a go. Now I intend to get my feet even more open, because what's going to have to happen now is going to have to open the club face even further to get the ball straight up in the air. Now I'm much more open. Leading edge is still looking at the middle of the goal. Success, full swing, straight up in the air, cleared the goalpost by an absolute mile, ball's gone up, popped down nice and soft, hasn't gone too far, and that shot's going to get you out of jail so many times. You've got to have the confidence to use the speed as I did, swing across your feet, and that's what keeps the loft on the face and the ball goes up in the air. Now let's get even closer to the goal, see how we can get the ball up from even closer. Okay, I'm starting to get ridiculously close to the goal now. Can I get the ball to go even straighter up in the air and drop down on the other side? This is going to take all my skill. Let's have a look and see how far away from the actual goal post I am. Let's pace it out. Okay, 3 yards. 3 yards. This is how quickly I've got to try and get the ball up in the air. Let's have a look and see if I can do that now. Well, okay, here we are. It's the moment of truth. 3 yards from the goal. Can I get it up over the goal post, back down the other side, dropping it down really softly? One of the shots that's going to get you out of trouble on the golf course. Flop shot over a bunker, lands by the flag, stops absolutely dead. Perfect shot for you to play. Let's give it a go. Watch how I open my stance and watch how I swing across my body, keeping the face open as it comes through contact. Let's have a look. Wow, okay, so got it up and over. Let's have a look and see how long the shot actually went. 3 yards to the goal, over the crossbar. Let's have a look and see how it went, how far it went past the goal. Let's have a look. Okay, 7 yards past the goal, plus the 3. 10-yard shot, straight up in the air, straight down by the flag. No forward run, just stopped absolutely dead. Perfect for what you want at Tandridge for going over those really, really tricky bunkers. Can I get even closer? Well, okay, here we are, and I'm now 1 yard from the crossbar, I have a proper golf ball and a steel set of goalposts. We're going to give it a go from 1 yard away. Can we get it over the goal and drop down the other sides? What do you think? Place your bets right now. Well, in actual fact, in the interest of public safety, I won't be attempting this one. Not today anyway, not with a park full of people. That's about it for the lob shot. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far. Remember, it's all about commitment, but it's all about that stance that you make. Feet open as much as you want, and that's relative to how much you want the club face to open. Basically from there, it's all about making a fully committed swing and getting yourself in a position where you can drive the hands through the left side, through and over your left foot as you release, and that'll keep the loft on the club. Remember, you want the face looking at the sky the whole time. If it closes, it's looking at the ground, and that's not going to serve you well, because that shot that you intend to go straight up in the air won't go straight up in the air at all. It'll go long and probably left. That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed Breakfast with Evo. I've certainly enjoyed making the clips this week, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to be seeing you all on Monday, so have a great weekend. Stay safe everyone, and thank you for watching. And if you have got time, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Appreciate all your comments as always. See you soon. Okay, so this is it, moment of truth, 3 yards from the goal. Gonna give it a good go now. I've got to really make sure that I try and get my feet open as much as I can. I'm going to open the club face as much as I can, keep the face open as the club crosses and swings across my left side, and hopefully the ball's going to go straight up in the air. Let's give it a go. Okay, so this is it, moment of truth.